Hello, my name is Liam, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Crescat GO, our new grassroots support scheme for venues, festivals, and event organisers, delivered in partnership with Music Venue Trust, AIF, Norwegian Live, and Universe. So firstly, for those that don't know, a little bit about what Crescat does. So Crescat is industry-trusted event management software for venues, festivals, and event professionals. We are empowering the individuals that work within event production with first-class production tools. Event organisers trust us, including some of the names that you see here, and hundreds more across Europe, so you know that you're in safe hands. So yes, let's get on to Crescat GO. So Crescat GO is a new scheme that we've targeted towards grassroots event organisers, venues and festivals, and new live event startups that have demonstrable financial barriers, and they need to find efficiency in their operations, reduce mistakes, and increase collaboration. As I said before, this scheme is being delivered in partnership with AIF, MVT, NCOR, and Universe. And so you're probably wondering, well, is my organisation eligible? Well, if you are a grassroots venue, festival, or event organiser, or just starting up in the live event industry, you are more than welcome to apply for Crescat GO. You will be asked questions about the size, the financial health, and cultural reach of your organisation, and this information will be treated confidentially, and your application will be independently assessed against standardised eligibility criteria. And what do you get if you're successful? Well, each successful applicant will receive access to our industry-trusted software at a price point tailored for grassroots organizations. Our collaborative event management tools allow you to schedule events, manage programs, schedule and advance artists, manage staff and volunteers, and include external stakeholders directly in the event planning process. Why have we launched Crescat GO? That is a great question. Well, we've always believed in the power of independent venues, festivals, and promoters. The Crescat team has passed through these venues, they've worked with these promoters and contributed to these festivals over our collective career experiences and in our free time. They really have shaped who we are and what Crescat has become, both as a product and as a team. So what I'm going to do now is take you a little bit more through the process of applying for Crescat GO, provide a little bit more information about what it is and who is it for. So if you go to crescat.io, you will find this page where you can review all of the information about Crescat GO. And as we see here, you can see that there is more information about who is eligible for Crescat GO. Obviously, we treat every application independently, so we can't say for certain beforehand whether you will be accepted, but we recommend that you fill out the application form in as much detail as possible, and we'll review it as quickly as we can. Let's take a look at some of the questions that you'll be asked in the application form. So, firstly, we handle the basics like your name, the company name, your job title. We ask for some contact details. So let's just put in a number here. We're then going to ask some information about your organization. And the reason we do that is if you're then successful, is we can very easily send you correspondence and invoices. And let's just fill all this out here. And then this is where we get into the nitty-gritty, because we're asking a few different questions of you here. Firstly, we want to know what type of business you are. So are you an event organizer? Are you a festival organizer? Are you a venue operator, promoter, agent? If you're multiple, that's absolutely fine. Just click whatever you need and whatever you do. We're going to ask you questions such as describe the impact of your organization and what it has on the community. And the reason we're asking that is because we are focusing our efforts towards organizers, grassroots and independent organizers who are having a real cultural impact, but maybe not, don't have the same financial clout as the big boys. You'll be asked questions about how you currently manage your events, whether you use software or whether you use non-specific industry tools such as Excel, spreadsheets, Google Sheets, email, Slack, and things like that. And then if you know, you can let us know what Crescat product you're particularly interested in, because we have different products for different types of event organizers, whether you're a music venue, a festival, or you are a concert promoter. If we take the festival as an example, when we select that, we're going to then ask you a few more questions about the types of festivals that you organize. So how many festivals do you organize represent per year? If it's more than one, let us know. What's the average ticket price, average number of festival attendees, and the number of acts and events that you have. And of course, these help in us assessing your eligibility. If you have more than 10,000 festival attendees and your average ticket price is over €250 per ticket, then you're probably not going to be eligible for this program unless you have some really, really high demonstrable running costs. Of course, we would treat that confidentially and on a case-by-case basis. But as a general rule, yeah, that's not really the market that we are targeting with Crescat Go. Of course, if you are still interested in Crescat, you're more than welcome to speak to sales and have a personalized demo of the software outside of Crescat Go. We're also going to ask you questions about the duration, number of crew and volunteers involved. Do you receive any funding, whether it be from the state or charitable funding or private funding? And if you could think about it as well, how your organization would actually benefit from using event management software like Crescat. We ask about your organization status, if you're not for profit, commercial, charity, community project, etc., and whether you've had experience of using these types of software in the past. One thing that's really important to us to know is the kind of challenges that you face in producing your events, whether you envisage organizational growth over the next 3 years. And the reason we ask those types of questions is so that we can get a really good, clear understanding of your organization and make sure that we tailor the setup and onboarding and the offer in general, if you're successful, to match your needs as closely as possible. So let's just go back here and have a look at some of the questions that we might ask of you if you're a venue. So similar kind of metrics here. How many events do you manage per year? The estimated number of attendees that you have over the year. What percentage of your events are free entry? Average ticket price. How many rooms, so performance spaces do you have in your venue, and the overall capacity? And again, if we're looking here at a 6, 7, 8,000 capacity venue, and you have over 200 shows a year, and they're all ticketed, and they're big touring acts, then you probably don't fall into the grassroots bucket. However, let us know, and we will assess the application. Other things we like to ask venues: do you have a commercial operation besides the cultural program? So if you're a destination venue, maybe you have a really thriving bar, cafe, cinema, art gallery, or whatever it may be as part of your venue. That's important for us to know, because then, of course, the music program isn't the main income stream for you. And so these are all the questions that we ask you. Lastly, we're going to ask you where you heard about Crescat Go, and the reason we do that is because it's really important for us to know how our marketing reach is performing, whether you came from a partner of ours, whether you came from our website, or if you just found us on Google. So you'll go ahead, you submit that form, and what we will then do is within 10 working days, we will we'll process the application and provide you a response. And if you're successful, we will provide you immediately with an offer with the Grassroots grant already applied, so you know that exactly how much it's going to cost, and we will provide you with an onboarding plan as well. And we can generally move quite quickly when it comes to onboarding. So if this is something that you want to implement within just the next few weeks, then that is absolutely no problem with us. Last thing I'm going to do today, if you haven't already seen before, I'm just going to show you a little bit of what Crescat actually does, because if you haven't seen Crescat before, you're probably wondering why you might want to apply for this. So let's show you what's under the hood. So firstly, I'm going to show you a little bit of our venue product. This is designed for music venues, concert halls, community centres, theatres, anywhere with different spaces for performances and events that are taking place. I'm not going to spend too much time in here. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what you can access in Crescat. So Crescat Venue and also Crescat Event for our event organisers and concert promoters is built around the monthly calendar. And within the calendar, we can see lots of different types of events here. They all have different colors, which will correspond to event types. So, for example, we might have some concerts, we might have some conferences and seminars. We might also have some DJ and club events and things like that. You can categorize them, add templates to those event types, and that then makes it really easy to filter and create events within your calendar. Within rooms, you can get a good overview of everything that's taking place across all of your different rooms within your venue. And of course, you can set up restrictions between the rooms. So if you don't want room A to be booked whilst room B is in use, that's absolutely easy to set up. If you are a receiving house, if you get a lot of rentals, then you can also set up what we call event requests. And these basically work as booking forms for people who may be interested in booking the venue. These are very customizable, and it allows people to actually request holds in your calendar as well. And the information that they provide here will automatically come into Crescat, and if you accept the event and it is added to your calendar, all of the information they provided will be added to that event. So it's removing the need to copy and paste. There's lots of other useful tools within Crescat Venue. I'm not going to delve too much into them today, but you can see that we have performances, and this is used for generally handling artist bookings. So, for example, advancing them, booking their accommodation, keeping track of their contact details and guest lists, etc. We also have tasks, which is pretty self-explanatory. We can create tasks for different team members across our organization and add them to events and performances as well. And within the members area, we can get a good overview of our entire team, put them into teams within the venue. So, for example, a booking team, a hospitality team, a marketing team, technical team, etc. And then add them to events based on the levels of information that they need. So that is how the venue and event products work. If I just jump into the festival product now, this works a little bit differently, and we have a lot of additional tools here that aren't available in the venue product. And as you can see, one of the main differences here in the scheduler view is that we don't have the calendar. Instead, what we're seeing is a multi-day view across multiple venues, and this is designed so that you can get an overview of your festival program. The way that this works is with drag and drop, which is really nice because we can just drag and create our events here. And the same thing applies in that you can set up different event types so that they appear with different colors here and allow you to then filter on them in this view. You'll notice here that we have performances. This is, as we saw in the venue product, this is where you can handle all the different bookings you have across your festival, advance all of your artists, plan their travel and accommodation, and provide important information to them. But one of the things that Festival has that the venue product doesn't have is the ability to also register things like volunteers, press accreditation, vendor applications, and things like that using public forms. And similarly to the event request that we saw for venues, we can create a customized form for volunteers, for example, for them to submit an application to volunteer at the festival. And you can ask a lot of information from them here and then automatically assign them to the teams and time slots that they're available to work based on what they submit here. And we manage this as well using festival sections. And this is basically where we handle the different teams of people across the festival. So once we get a volunteer apply, we can automatically add them to a team, give them a shift. They'll have a crew lead, and that crew lead can then manage the team and all the volunteers and crew within that team as well. They can also communicate to them from Crescat. Last thing to touch on here is you also have an accreditations manager, which will compile all of the accreditations that are created automatically in our system. So for example, once a volunteer is assigned a shift, they're given a certain level of accreditation. Once an artist updates their travel party details, they're given a certain level of accreditation. Once a guest is added to somebody's guest list, they're also given a certain level of accreditation. And this is customizable, so you can pick and choose what levels people should get and how they correspond to your accreditation flows when the festival comes around. You also have tasks, as we saw in Crescat Venue, and in contact lists, as you can in Crescat Venue, you can get a full overview of all of the contacts associated with your festival. Okay, so that in a nutshell is everything you need to know about Crescat and Crescat GO. Obviously, this is just a brief overview, and of course, if you need to find out a little bit more before you're ready to apply, or you want to take a demo of the software, then just feel free to go to crescat.io and book a demo, or reach out to us using the contact details that you can see on your screen today. Thank you.